I like to sit in a place where I can chill, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the drinks, enjoy food at an affordable price, and sit back and also use very good internet. As if that's not enough, there is a beautiful photo studio. So once in a while, I want to sit in there and take magnificent photos. That place is none other than the Kabalaza or the Kabalaza or the Kabalaza, depending on which school you went to, right here in Kamocha on Bukoto Street. My name is Ruby Engena and this is HR Fridays. Welcome. We have been speaking about the comfort zone this month, and I'm so excited to introduce our next guest because one, she's one who's very dear to heart. I love her very, very much. I sleep with her at night. I wake up with her in the morning. I know everything about her. I know what she likes. I know what she hates. I know where she...
Cut.
What?
You cannot introduce yourself. Someone has got to introduce you. Today on HR Fridays, we have the host herself, Ruby Engena, the mother CEO of House of Ruby. Stay tuned.
The most exciting thing for me this year has to be House of Ruby. Woo! I launched my brand, launched my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. It's been exciting, the build up, you know, the meetings that we had, the concept development, everything, just putting all the resources together to come to House of Ruby. Before I even tell you what House of Ruby is, have you liked the page? Have you subscribed to the YouTube channel? If you haven't, see your life. Like, what are you waiting for? Go to Facebook, like the page, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and you can get all the HR Fridays videos that I have ever done. House of Ruby, why did I call it House of Ruby? One, I'm called Ruby, so of course that would be my house, couldn't put a random person's name. And then two, when you think about house, what do you think about? You think about a lounge, a sitting room, a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, a dining. So in a house, you find everything. So House of Ruby is just a concoction of all the things that I offer. DJ services, MC services, HR services, inspiration. So when you go on there, you realize that throughout the week, I'll have like job hunt Mondays where I post like jobs that have been verified, by the way, from the HR forums that I am in. You have podcast Tuesdays for a bit of inspiration. You have prayer Wednesdays where you're encouraged, to send through your prayer requests, and we believe God for what for answered prayers. Then you have free share Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. And then on Friday, I have HR Fridays. So House of Ruby to me is just, my baby, something I've been excited. Just been waiting for it to come out there, and right now it's out there. So I'm excited to see what God is going to do, and I'm excited to see how House of Ruby is going to turn out. So like the page. Of course, who hasn't been in the comfort zone? I mean, I am the queen of the comfort zone, be it financial comfort zone, professional comfort zone, spiritual comfort zone, emotional comfort zone. Like, anybody who knows me knows I don't like stress. I just want a conducive environment. And stepping out and, like branding and having my own page and brand was stepping out of the comfort zone. You can be in so many comfort zones. Now, I'll speak specifically about House of Ruby. To me, it was a real example of stepping out of the comfort zone, even HR Fridays, because I've been in the comfort zone, by the way, I won't lie. Like, I've been there, and it's not a bad place to be, but it's a bad place to be if you've been there for too long. So yes, I have been in the comfort zone, many comfort zones at that. First of all, can you ever know that you're in a comfort zone? I mean, it's like you hear people say, oh, when you're not funny, or when you're foolish, you never know. It's just the people around you who know. And for me, that's the same thing with the comfort zone, really. You never know you're in the comfort zone until, people will tell you. That's one. That's why it's good to have a very good support system around you. Come and tell you, what? Now with House of Ruby, people have been telling me for years, you need to have your own page, you need to brand. When I started HR Fridays, they're like, why isn't it on YouTube? And I'm like, no, I just want to post it on Facebook and on WhatsApp because those are the people I know. So you never really know that you're in the comfort zone until people tell you. That's one. So have the right people in your ear. Two, one of the ways you can know that you're in the comfort zone is when you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're getting the same results and you're just okay with it. You're not challenged. You're just there. Like there's nothing new, nothing old. It's just the same old. And eventually you find yourself getting bored. You know, for instance, if you're in a professional comfort zone, you've been in the same role, let's say for 10 years, and you're okay, you know, with it, going to work every day to do the same thing and then leave and get a salary at the end of the month. You're not challenged, you're not using your brain, you're not being innovative, and you're just there. Now, that's just for employees, but even an employer, you know, you're an organization, but you're doing the same thing, yet technology is changing, and you're not being innovative as well. So that's how you can be in the comfort zone. Like I said earlier, there are many types of comfort zones. For instance, the spiritual comfort zone. If you just wake up, pray, go to work, come back, wake up, pray, go to work, and you feel like it's just a routine that you do. It's not a bad thing, but maybe at one point you need to stretch. Maybe you need to start reading the Bible or the Quran, depending on your faith. Maybe you need to fast more, you know. Financial comfort zone. You're used to saving a certain amount of money. Stretch yourself and, you know, save some more. Another way you can know that you're in the comfort zone is the fear of the unfamiliar. Getting out of comfort zone is basically stepping out of the familiar, you know. Now, for me, it had to step out of the familiar of just having my Facebook page, no YouTube channel. The only people who are, you know, seeing what I'm doing are like family and friends, which is not bad. But reach a point where you ask yourself and say, okay, what direction am I taking myself? And each time you ask yourself that question, there's that fear of, okay, now if I put up a page, what if no one calls me? What if the brand collapses? What if it doesn't? I mean, you know, step out of the familiar, go into the unfamiliar. It's not as scary as we portray it to be. So 3 things. 1, the people around you will tell you, or they told me that I was in the comfort zone in this instance. And in many other instances, by the way, and it's not like if they tell you in the comfort zone, you get out tomorrow. I mean, I've been hearing brand for so many years, and I just did it recently. So, you know, the people around you will tell you that you need to get out of comfort zone. You as well will feel that you're not challenged anymore. And then 3, the fear. As long as you're so scared of what could be or what couldn't be, you know that you're probably too comfortable in that area where you are. So you have to be, you know, think outside the box and step out of the familiar. How did I get out? First of all, I don't even know if I'm out. I might be out of this comfort zone and I'm still in that comfort zone. The comfort zone is not a thing that, you know, you get out and you say, I'm done with that one. I'm not going to be in any comfort zone ever again in my life. The comfort zone is continuous, I would like to say. For instance, I have gotten out of the comfort zone and I have launched a brand, House of Ruby. It is very possible for me to make House of Ruby now a comfort zone, and like 3 years later, I'm still on the 3 services that I offer, the 4 services I offer as House of Ruby. You'd expect me maybe in 4 years to have grown and done something different, you know, or like become better at what I am doing, or improve and become innovative. So the comfort zone is not a place that you just up and leave, because you'll get out of one and into another, and you're still in another one, and whatever you got out of can easily become the comfort zone. So I can't put my finger down and say I'm out of the comfort zone, because, you know, you can always be in a different comfort zone, and it's not a bad place to be. The problem is if you're there for long. So for purposes of this broadcast, how do you get out of the comfort zone consciously? 1, you need a support system. Some of the things you're not going to do alone. Actually, most of the things. Man is not an island. So you need the right people around you to encourage you, because you're stepping out into the unfamiliar. You're stepping out from your normal into the new normal, you know. Take an example of a child who crawls. A child will start crawling, and when they start walking, just for the beginning, you need people to help you walk, because you don't know what you're doing. Even I, 3/4 of the time, don't know what I'm doing, but I thank God that I have the right people around me, the right friends and the right family, who will correct you and say, I think you should do this like this, walk like this, talk like this, do this. And it helps. And sometimes you'll fall. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You make a mistake, and mistakes mean that you are trying. So 1, you need the right people around you. 2, you need the right mindset. Because getting out of the comfort zone starts here. You may have all the resources you need, you may have all the support you need, but if in your mind you feel that you're content and you're comfortable and you have arrived, the spirit of arrivism will take you down in no second. I've had someone say once, we need to always be number 1, but act as number 2. The problem with the comfort zone, it comes with that, you know, like I called it the spirit of arrivism, that I have made it, I am on top, you know, no one, you know, professionally I'm at the top, or emotionally I'm at the top, spiritually I'm at the top. There's nothing new that God is going to do. But we need to always remember that you might be up there, but all someone needs to do is change what they are doing and do something different, and before you know it, you're going to be back where you started from, or even worse. So you have to be number one, but constantly act as number two. And what does the number two do? Acting as number two means you're always striving to be the best. So you're becoming creative, you're becoming innovative, you're doing different things, different routines. 3, another way you can get out of the comfort zone, God, really. I've said it over and over again. There are things you're not going to do on your own. God is the one going to support you, to give you the ideas, to give you the resources, to give you the friends, to give you the peace, the courage to go on. Because the moment you decide to get out of the comfort zone, everything about giving up makes sense. You say, but you know what, I'm comfortable, I'm content, I am happy, all is well. But when you have God on your side, He makes the process easy. So it starts with the mind, friends as well, and family, and then God as well. He'll help you get out of the comfort zone. My 2 cents. 1, if you have not liked the page, I know this is not you know, anything to do with the comfort zone, but if you're not like the Facebook page, go on there and be part of this journey of what God is going to do. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and you can get all the HR Fridays videos that I have done. 2, the comfort zone is not a bad place to be. You know, it's okay to be content. It's okay to be in a space for some time, you know, because you can't say that now that Ruby has set up House of Ruby, I'm going to be comfortable for 1 week, then I'll move on. You'll get stressed. So every process needs time to grow and build. And trust me, when you're in the comfort zone, you will know when it's time to leave. You no longer get challenged. You no longer, you know, get excited about what you're going to do. The routine bores you. You're just so frustrated with life and what you're doing. So that is, maybe you need to change what you're doing. I mean, look at rice. If you eat white rice every day, you will hate rice. But you know, you need to be, you know, do it different. Try and do pilau or you know, brown rice, yellow rice, whatever rice you want to do. So the comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen, is not a bad place to be. But if you stay there for long, it's going to eat you up like a cancer, slowly by slowly by slowly. And by the time you realize it, it will be too late. So I encourage you, in whatever sphere it is, either it's professionally or in your relationships or emotionally or financially, spiritually, whatever it is, just step out of the familiar. The unfamiliar is not as bad as we portray it to be. Because you may make it and you may not. But even if you do, what's the worst that could happen? But even if you don't, also what's the worst that could happen? At the end of the day, it's about trying. You try, you fall, you get up, because mistakes are proof that you're trying. The one task I'm going to give you right now to step out of your familiar is to just pause this broadcast, go onto your smartphone, go onto Facebook, look for House of Ruby and like the page. Go onto my YouTube channel, House of Ruby, and subscribe to the channel, and you can enjoy different things. Those are my 2 cents. Been so good talking to you guys. Remember, this is HR Fridays. You are the CEO of you. See you next week.